Hello, BHS students and families. We are very excited to welcome you all to our virtual back to school night for the 21-22 school year. My name is Juan Raigosa and I'm the principal at Berkeley High School. In a short while, you'll also hear from the rest of our administration team about some of their highlights so far this school year at BHS. After nearly 18 months of mostly distance learning with some in-person opportunities last spring, we are thrilled to have all staff and students back on campus. With the joy also comes a lot of questions and concerns. From day one, our priority has been and will continue to be the safety of everyone while on campus. We want our students to be able to come to school, learn in the classrooms, and enjoy the benefits of being a community, and do so safely. We want to make sure our staff are also able to come to work every single day and have the resources they need to feel and be safe. This school year is an exciting one. We welcome our students back to school, having made several commitments to ourselves and to make BHS a stronger community. We are committed to continuing our work in anti-racism professional development, breaking down racist and inequitable policies and practices. We are committed to proactively educating ourselves on sexual harassment and consent education, and making clear the resources to survivors of sexual harm to report incidents and receive support. We are committed to managing COVID the best we can as an institution of learning, working very closely with the City of Berkeley and Berkeley Unified School District around appropriate safety protocols, making testing available, and moving quickly and carefully when we identify positive cases to notify all impacted individuals. We will share more information with you throughout the year about our progress. This evening, you have a chance to virtually meet the adults that have a tremendous impact on your students, their teachers, and staff. While we are not in person, you've all received instructions on how to visit each of your students' classrooms. Your interactions do not end tonight. We encourage all of you to reach out to the staff you meet today so that together we can support your students. Thank you, and I now pass it on to our wonderful administrators.
Hello, my name is Harrison Blatt, and this is my first year as a vice principal at Berkeley High. Some of my responsibilities include Berkeley International High School, the Visual and Performing Arts Department, library and textbook services, technology, and supporting our amazing intervention programs. One highlight of the year so far has been hearing students making music together. The joy and beauty of our bands bringing live music has been simply amazing.
Hi, my name is Tanya Coleman, and I'm starting my 5th year here at Berkeley High. As a vice principal, I support the Universal 9th Grade, Academy of Medicine and Public Service, the Multilingual Program, the World Language Department, and athletics. One highlight I would like to share is how hard the BHS staff, teachers, and administrators are working to provide a welcoming and rigorous environment for your child, while also prioritizing safety.
Hi, my name is Claudia Gonzalez, and I am the Dean of Students at Berkeley High. In my role, I primarily oversee staff and programs involved with discipline and student support. I work closely with our amazing safety officers, the Jacket Justice Program that provides conflict mediation and restorative interventions, our OCI on-campus intervention office, our district's Title IX office, and I serve as the admin team's liaison to the health center. One highlight this year has been working very closely with Principal Regosa, Dr. Stevens, and the amazing students and staff members of our BHS SHAC, which is our Sexual Harm Advisory Committee, to coordinate a consent education plan for students, staff, and families. Last spring, the BHS SHAC got together to select an incredible presenter who is going to be providing us much awaited consent education to follow up on the peer-led consent education that took place last spring. We know this consent education is critical. And so knowing that we've been working through all of the logistical challenges presented by the pandemic to still be able to provide this training this year is something I'm really proud of. Families, please keep an eye out for more information on how you can participate this fall.
Hello, I am Kieran Rock, one of the vice principals at Berkeley High. I use he, him pronouns, and some of the departments I work with are the Arts and Humanities Academy, Communication Arts and Sciences, the Math Department, and our amazing Counseling Department. And one of the highlights for me this year has been seeing how hard our teachers are working to ensure that students have access to all of the amazing opportunities they would normally experience, such as field trips, internships, and student support groups, and making sure that we're able to do so safely.
Hi, my name is Tammy Rose. I oversee and support Academic Choice, also known as AC, our Physical Education Department, African American Studies Department, Student Activities, and Advanced Placement Exams. I'd like to give a huge thank you to our many Berkeley High parent volunteers who supported our effort in so far getting 2,400 students and staff photographed for photo IDs this year.
Hi, my name is Amin Watson, and I am the Dean of Attendance, and I oversee the Science Department. I'm so proud of our students, of whom 96% attended school regularly in August, being with their peers and continuing to pursue their education despite all the challenges of the pandemic is proving more important than ever. Before we end, we want to give you a few tips and reminders about COVID safety on campus. At the moment, anyone that is coming to BHS is required to wear a mask, whether they are indoors or outdoors. It is critical that everyone wears their mask appropriately, and that means covering both mouth and nose at all times. If students need a mask, we are distributing them at Milvia and Bancroft Gate before school. Additionally, teachers should have masks in their classrooms, and students can always ask an administrator in the main office for a mask.
COVID surveillance testing is currently being offered on a limited basis. We only have test kits available for staff, student athletes who are required to test to compete, and students who are placed on modified quarantine and who must test to continue coming to school.
It is important for everyone to remember, if you are feeling symptomatic, you should remain at home until you're feeling better. If you have questions about returning, please email me.
In the event of a COVID exposure, we work with our district and city of Berkeley to conduct contact tracing. This includes identifying everyone's vaccination status. In general, vaccinated close contacts will be notified by email that they can continue coming to school if they are not feeling any symptoms and they are not required to test. Non-fully vaccinated individuals, that means not yet 2 weeks out from the second dose of a 2-dose vaccine or 2 weeks out from a single dose vaccine, can also continue coming to school if they are not feeling any symptoms, but they are required to test at BHS. This is considered modified quarantine. If students do not test, they must remain at home.
It is important that families check their emails and phone calls, as we will often communicate with you on a short notice with instructions for the next day. As soon as testing is available for all students, we will notify everyone.
We ask that all students continue to wear their masks, wash hands, practice safe social distancing where possible, and stay home if you are not feeling well. We are excited for this school year, and we are here to support you.
Thank you, everyone.